Hello everybody and welcome to Stellaris version 1.8.0 Capic, the hash there. This is the new DLC Synthetic Dawn coming out in Thursday? I think it comes out Thursday, when the Thursday that this video is released. So yeah, Synthetic Dawn adds a few new things. If you haven't heard already, there is a special new appearance called Machine Empire. And these Machine Empires are going to allow you to do some more interesting things similar to the way that hive minds work currently in Stellaris. This portrait I'm not allowed to pick. It looks badass to me, and I wish I could pick it, but PDX says that they're not quite done with it and they want to do coloring and stuff. I hope that they leave this grayed out version. I really like the way that it looks, just a simple gray ninja bot, but we'll see how it works out. But yeah, I'm not quite allowed to pick it quite yet because they're not done with it, and it will probably change. I think we're gonna pick these crazy Genji Mercy bot things because they're pretty cool. I like them a lot. And yeah, we'll continue. We're gonna just go through a couple. Ooh, Prime. I like Prime. Premium? Can I generate a different one? No, I can't. Okay, well, let's just go with Prime. Does the plural need an S? I don't know if it does. Multiple primes. Yeah, it would be primes, like in mathematics or something. Okay. We're gonna pick a machine 1 because I like this. There are two other machine style things, Sophonts and Assistomaton. I can't pronounce that. It's a little early and I'm not quite warmed up yet, but we're gonna go with the very basic unit designation here because I like it. It fits the aesthetic quite well. We're gonna pick some traits here. Machine Empires get special traits because they are special. Obviously, they're not organics, so they don't get a lot of the bonuses that organics do, but they get other things like power drills here. Minerals plus 10%. We're just really good at getting things. Or efficient processors, you get less upkeep, which is great if you're running low on energy. Logic engines, which I really like. We get 10% bonus to all research output. Superconductive, again, helping you out with energy credits because you are robots and energy credits are going to be an issue. You can get double jointed, which allows resettlement cost. I'm not entirely sure what the double jointed thing, like collapsible. Oh, I see. So they can be like folded up into a really compact thing that makes them movable, or bulky, which is the opposite. They don't fit well into things. Enhanced memory, I really like. Leader level cap plus 2 is pretty cool. Probably not going to pick it though. Emotion emulators, you know, you're more likely to be friendly with other people, but we are going to be well, I'll show you in a minute. We're not going to be very friendly with anybody. Uncanny, obviously, you can look a little weird to people because you're just so similar to them. Durable, consumer goods are less. High maintenance is the opposite. I think durable is actually a pretty good trait. 25% is quite a bit, honestly. Learning algorithms, you get more experience. Repurpose hardware is you gain less experience, which I think we're going to take. Unless I see luxurious robot build cut. You know what? We'll go with luxurious. I think that makes more sense. So it's going to cost us 20% more to build robots, but we're really good at doing science and we are great at mining. And yeah, there's a couple others here. You can look at them. Pause the video if you need to or anything like that, but I'm not going to pick them. We're going to go ahead and pick a leader name. 01 is pretty good. Director, Executor. It looks like those are the three Machine Empire ones. I think we're going to go with Executor because I just like the sound of that. We can pick some color variants. The red and black looks really good. I like that. The black, green, and gold, also very nice. Very Anubis looking for some reason to me. I think we're going to go with these. These look like warbots to me, and we're going to be warbots. We're also going to pick a very boring room because we're robots and we don't care about aesthetics. And we're going to do a homeworld name. Again, I'm just going to use the randomized things because it's quicker. Instead of having... I'm not very... creative is the word? Not exactly an amazing creative person, so it's usually a lot easier for me to just randomize. Except I'm not finding anything that I really like. XO1, sure, that's great. Oh, do we want continental? I feel like robots should be on an arid world. That makes sense to me. There's not a bunch of water to, you know, screw up with your joints and stuff like that. There's also not a ton of sand, although there's probably a lot of dust and stuff. I think that makes the most sense. Or Savannah. Savannah actually makes more sense. Even less dust floating around. I think this is a toss-up between mammalian and reptilian. Those both look very robotic to me. Let's go with mammalian. I think that works. And here is the brand new thing that I'm most excited about. The Gestalt consciousness. Sorry that I can't speak too well quite yet. Basically, we're going to get more influence and more core sector systems because we are essentially a hive mind, but not quite because we're also machines. Our consciousness is derived from the millions of pop units that are all talking together at the same time, similar to synapses in a brain. Obviously, we can't pick the hive mind. Things get a little funky if we do because we are machine intelligence, which is essentially the same thing, but for robots. And the machine intelligence allows, well, it makes leader recruitment cost 100% more, which makes sense. Robots are hard to get a hold of. You have to build them and all of that. You don't just pick them out of the cream of the crop kind of thing. Machine pops do not grow but are built because we are machines. Pops will be assimilated, enslaved, or purged. That's it. Those are the only three options. And we're going to go with purging. Has access to special machine technologies, which we will get to once we start researching. Cannot research robot or food because we are robots and we do not use food. And cannot follow the biological, psionic, or synthetic ascension paths. Obviously, we are already synthetic. We are not biological. And we don't have psionic abilities, though I would contend that robots might be able to do something like that. But that's a philosophical debate, I guess. I'm gonna scroll through this. You guys can read this if you feel like it. I'm not going to read it aloud, though, because, well, it'll take too long. In the meantime, let's do some civics. And obviously, all these civics are different. Mainly, I want to talk about three major civics. Determined exterminators, which we are going to pick. Basically, we're a rogue defense system. And we are going to, and it even says it right there, we're going to exterminate all biological life from the galaxy. Our weapons damage is increased by 15%. We gain unity from purging organic pops. We will always purge pops, organic pops. And we can use Armageddon bombardment weapon stance. So we are going to rain hellfire on all the organics and destroy them. The other two major civics that you can choose are driven assimilators. Basically similar to the Borg, you want to assimilate all organic life into cybernetic and eventually fully synthetic life. You start the game with cyborgs because those are your host organics that created you, and you have the ability to turn all organics into cyborgs. Xenopops are automatically purged over time, but can be turned into cyborgs given full citizenship. Blah blah blah. Pretty cool. I think probably I'll have a run like this in the future, but for now I want to do the Exterminator because it's the most fun and it's the most straightforward for a quick playthrough that I intend to do. There's also the Rogue Servitors, which Paradox has been playing as in their streams. It's basically your custodian robots, like your service robots, and you've kind of usurped the organic government that you have been working for, and basically they've just delegated so much power to you that you are essentially the Empire now, and you keep the organics as pets. The other civics that we have here, I'll slowly go through. just so you can pause and look if you want, but I'm not going to read them all. Rapid replicators, rock breakers, which I'm going to take just because I want more minerals. There's static research analysis, unitary cohesion, and warbots. So yeah, that is the civics. We picked 2. We're going to continue here. Now, the other really great thing that they've added to this, I mean, this is a huge undertaking, and there's quite a large overhaul of Stellaris in general that we'll get into, but I mean, I'm not going to just read the patch notes because it's like 3 pages long. It's insane. I will link them in the description if I remember. I recommend going through and trying to speed read through them, but Jesus, there's a lot. Basically, what I'm getting at, though, is that there are different advisor voices now, and I really like them.
System diagnostic completed. All systems nominal.
We're going with the machine intelligence, obviously, because we are a machine intelligence, but there are different speakers for different styles of government, so...
I may be an artificial intelligence, but I share your enthusiasm for seeking out...
You have things like that for Xenophile, you have hive minds. Very Zergy. Egalitarians are very, I don't know, like, early turn of the century style happy people, authoritarians here. I'm not going to go through them all, but, you know, it's pretty cool. I'm really excited to mess around with these as I play different empires and hear different voices. It's just a little bit of extra flavor. The Prime Eliminators, I like that. Eradicators, Erasers, Sentients, Exterminators, Expungers, Junction. The Prime Junction. I think that fits. We're creating a junction in time. We're moving away from the bounds of organics and basically just forcing synthetics to take over the galaxy. That seems to work for a flag. Weapons have been overhauled. There has been major considerations to missile tech because missile tech has been kind of a sticky point in Stellaris. Missiles are now able to retarget, and I think they're faster, if I remember right. I read the patch notes, and it was really late, and I don't quite remember all of it. It hasn't all been internalized. But missiles have been overhauled, and they may actually be viable now, so I want to mess around with them, see if they work. So we're going to pick missile tech. We're going to go hyperspace travel because it's fun. We're going to use mammalian ships because that makes the most sense. And then it goes back to traits because I don't know. Go through all of that. Yeah, there we go. That's our empire. And yeah, let's save that. Go back. Choose our empire. Select. And let's start a game. So we're going to go huge, 1,000 stars, 4 spiral arms. This is also another great small addition to the game. Basically, you can randomize the amount of AI empires, advanced AI starts, or fallen empires in a game, which I really like. It leaves a few surprises. You can't just expect that there's always going to be 4 fallen empires or something like that. There might only be 2, or there might be none if you do something like 0 to 1. So yeah, I like this. I kind of hope that they expand this system so that you can kind of like, you know, set 0 to 15 different AI empires. Who knows how many people are going to be out there, kind of thing. But for now, I really like that they've added this in. The rest of this, I think we're going to leave as is. Yeah, hyperdrive random, advanced neighbors off, just so we don't get squashed right away. I'd like to play the game and experience what has changed. So, now that we're in game, let's go ahead and do a couple things. Looks like we are in the south outer rim. We're going to go ahead and split this fleet up a couple times. And I think we're going to send the First Legion out this way. I don't know, maybe to that. We'll have them come over here, do these. This one, and then come back. That looks good. The Second Legion is going to come towards the center of the galaxy. We're going to see just what's out here. Not going too far, but basically just viewing our surroundings, making sure that we're not right next to somebody or something like that. We can go out like this, Come over here. I'm gonna make a pit stop over there. And then you'll come home. Alright, looks good. Science ship, we're obviously going to tell them to survey our home system here. If we find more habitable planets, then we will have them go survey those next. Construction ship won't be able to do much right now. Whoops, I clicked off screen. And then we're going to pick some research. So we have quantum theory, fusion power, and orbital energy conservation. Fusion reactors isn't too bad. It'd be nice to have the energy storage capacity. I think the solar panel network is actually probably a better option for us right now. We need to generate a lot of energy because we're going to have a lot of robots. We can do biolabs, network junction, or naval capacity. Network junction is different, isn't it? Planetary communications. So, I mean, it's obviously very similar to the, I think it's like no, it's not Art Monument. What is it? There's a Unity building very similar for regular people. And we get Planet Unique produces 4 Unity, 2 maintenance, 2 energy maintenance. I like it. Or we could go naval cap. Let's go naval capacity, just because that's a good boost in the early game. And I mean, minerals plus 5%. We're obviously stacking towards minerals. We want to be mineral heavy. We have a lot of building to do. So yeah, I think we're good to go. I'm going to start messing around with my home planet here. We can speed this up to speed 3. So it looks like our home planet has quite a bit of energy, a little bit of minerals, some research and stuff, but for the most part, energy. I think I'm going to open up this tile, and we're going to build a couple pops right off the bat. We're going to spend these minerals because I want to get a bit of a head start. And a nice thing about building pops is that you can build multiple. I haven't seen this before, so I'm assuming that it's new. Basically, I can just click on a couple things. This is exactly what I want for buildings. We've contacted alien life, apparently. I'm going to pause. Anomaly 10%. Yeah, go ahead and research it. So, unfortunately, if I go into buildings here, there's no such checkbox for buildings. Please, Paradox, please put that in. I would be so happy if you did, but we'll see. We'll see if it ever makes it in. For now, I just like that you can do that for pops. It's very useful. For the spaceport, we don't have the module yet, but when we get it, we should probably build that. And on the ground, we'll build a couple energy and mineral plants because we need those. Oh yeah, I wanted to see hostile fleet, huh? Oh, okay, yeah. Space whales, not too worried about those. Where did we... Crap. We ran into something. Alpha aliens. Let's research it. I don't know where they were. Obviously, they weren't too far away, though. So I'm kind of worried. What is this? Oh, okay. It's like a... What is that? Incredibly dense. It's a neutron star? Is that what it is? Did they change that? I feel like neutron stars didn't do the little halo effect before, but I could be wrong. Let's unpause. Allow things to continue. Obviously, we found some habitable worlds. We've got a savanna and an arid here. We've got a savanna and a savanna here. That's a lot of savanna. A lot of homeworld types. But I'm mostly curious as to whether or not we get any habitability issues as a machine empire. So I'm looking for something very different. Tundra. Tundra's a good one. There's tropical, that's pretty different. Arctic, that's probably as opposite as we're gonna get, I think. I don't remember which ones are the most opposite. I think it's just the hot, medium, cold at this point. But yeah, we're gonna have our science ship come out here and survey the Arctic world next. I want to see what the habitability is. I am assuming... Excuse me? Oh, more space whales. I'm assuming that it's going to be 100% because we're machines and, like, we don't breathe air. So, like, shouldn't really matter too much. But I could see an argument being made that if we're built for arid climates, maybe we don't do so well in cold climates or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Deceptive giant. What we had assumed was an abnormally small gas giant is in fact not. Beneath the deceptive cover of thick dust swirling in the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet, a barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. This has proven to be quite embarrassing to the astronomical community. So we reveal a barren planet. Unit gains 200 experience. Where is this? Remarkable. Oh, it's in our own home system. Interesting. Alright. It's not habitable, is it? Doesn't seem like it. Alright. Well, no big deal. Is there anything else that I need to do? I probably want to build a bit of a fleet, but first we should build a mining network right there. And then I think this pop is probably going to end up getting taken away in our first colony. We surveyed a system, that's great. So our entities encountered or some fleets some time ago are new spaceborne life forms, blah blah blah. They're space amoebas. Alright. Issue a special project for remote space amoeba study, or we expect our fleets to make short work of the creature. I think this makes the most sense for determined exterminators, so we're going to go with that one. Looks like our science ship is out here. Yeah, so I'd like to see what the habitability is here. I also want to try and colonize this Arctic world because it is so different from our home world, and see if we get any debuffs or, you know, issues with that. We'll see. I suspect not, but it's good to see. Looks like everybody is home, so we're going to have them group up, and we're also going to have them finish this construction queue. That's good. Oh, I see. They're going out here. Alright. You guys go ahead and orbit home, so we save a little bit on maintenance. Yes, it would be nice. I guess we can clear this and build minerals on that. But it would be nice to have a little bit more mineral output on our world. I know that planets have kind of become not specialized, but prone to specific resources. I don't remember all the things off the top of my head, but here we go. Yeah, Arctic world, 100%. So there doesn't seem to be any malice to world types. We are Machine Empire. Ooh, Betharian. Nice. Yeah, we're definitely going to colonize here. From the Savannah world, we're going to take one guy. We're lacking. Yeah, okay. So we'll wait on that, but we will colonize that planet because that's really good. 8 minerals. Nice. We should also have our construction ship. We're just going to tell them to build mining stations in our home system here. And then once our science ship is done, we should probably have them continue surveying planets or systems within our borders. That way we can maximize the resources within our borders. So yeah, I guess that's going to be a major thing for machine empires, is that you can just kind of colonize wherever. It just needs to be a planet, which I agree with. System surveyed, great. Yeah, there's a ton of minerals in here. This is going to be a great system for us. 10 minerals, 1 energy. And I think 1 mineral will get sucked up because of the planet, right? Yeah, 1 mineral. So we're going to get 9 minerals out of this system, minus or plus the planet. The Civics, we have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Paya 2. Incredibly, this civilization, which apparently referred to itself as the Civics, seems to have been made up of machines that were linked together in some sort of collective consciousness. Where have I heard that one before? The age of the artifacts indicate that they were active some 600,000 years ago in this portion of the galaxy at least, but we have learned nothing of their exact origins. According to the partial data fragment that our scientists managed to extract from one of the artifacts, the Cyberx at some point launched a crusade to destroy all sapient organic lives in the galaxy for a reason unknown. So I think we're going to be following in our ancestors' footsteps here, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's a new anomaly thing. So we have a couple new things here. I believe a lot of this stuff is, I think it's just synchronicity and versatility here. have been changed specifically for my machine empire, which is great because, I mean, a lot of the... I forgot which ones these replace, actually. I think it's the Unity... No, not Unity. I don't know. Either way, it replaces a couple groups with these new groups, which give you bonuses that make more sense for your machine empire. Processing hubs. Unlocks building control center. I don't know what that does. Ship build speed plus 33%. In addition to fire rate increased by 15%. That's pretty great. Machine leaders are 50% less likely to suffer breakdowns and accidents. That's pretty good. Building build speed increased by 20%. And then adopting and finishing it, we get synchronicity traditions will increase monthly influence by 1. In addition, we'll unlock a ascension perk for finishing, and robot build speed is increased by 33% for adopting it. Adopting this one gives us pop build cost reduced by 10%. Finishing it gives us increase our buildable pops, resource production by 5%. In addition, we will unlock an ascension perk. Okay, decent, not amazing, but still decent. And then in the thing, we get universal compatibility, which gives us the ability to form a federation. I don't think we're going to be going that way. Trust cap is increased. That's fine. Whatever. We're going to purge the galaxy of all organic life, so it's not a big deal. Machine modification points increased by 1. So apparently we can modify our machines similar to we biologically modifying our pops, which is pretty good. At least that's what it sounds like. I'm not entirely sure, honestly. We'll have to figure that out. Unity output is increased by 5%. And unique strategic resources up to a maximum of 30%. Strategic. So if I have 3, I'll get an extra one. All right. Makes sense. Or I guess I would need 4 because it's not 33%. It's hard to say. Leader empire capacity increased by 2. That's pretty good. Leader cap increased by 1. That's also pretty good. So yeah, those things are neat. I know a lot of these have changed, and I don't remember them all off the top of my head. The patch notes were very long on these. But yeah, things have changed. Things seem to be a little bit more balanced. I would have preferred if Paradox went the other direction and made it more so that like you could only pick a few of these, similar to ideas in EU4. I really like the way that works in EU4, where you're you have to make a strategic decision as to what ideas you would pick. I wish that traditions were similar to that. Like, you would have to think, do I want domination or do I want prosperity or whatever? But it doesn't seem like Paradox is interested in that. Is the adoption effect the same here? Anomaly fail risk reduced by 10% and anomaly discovery chance increased by 15%. So that is true. The other one is expansion, I think, right? Colony development speed? No, maybe that's not the one I want. I think we're going to adopt discovery here. Survey speed increases, gain research points, research alternatives. That's pretty good. I like that. 10th hour monthly, yeah. Leader experience gain plus 25%. Assist research also produces 1 unity per scientist skill level. Ooh. Was that the same? I think that might have changed. I don't remember. Either way, I think we're going to go with discovery here. I like it. Do we want to build any? No, we're going to do a colony expansion, I think. It doesn't seem like we're right next to any alien empires. So obviously our failure risk goes down quite a bit because, well, one, he's careful. I didn't know this guy was careful. Mining station is complete. And then also gets reduced by skill level. Does discovery not reduce? I thought discovery did. Adoption anomaly fail risk reduced by 10%. Discovery chance by... So interesting that it doesn't quite show up. Oh no, discovery traditions minus 10%. I just read it wrong. My bad. We're going to research that though, because it is only 5%. There are signs of an activity of an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Cool. Construction complete. The mining station is done. I guess we're done with both of them, it appears. Yeah, we've done both mining stations, which is good. There's some engineering research out here. I don't think we want to spend the energy on it quite yet, especially the minerals. I would like to come out here and expand into Monthal because it is a massive mineral boost to our economy. There's a lot of food on there, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Battle debris. A colossal space battle occurred in high orbit over Paya 2A some 600,000 years ago, with ships from at least 5 different fleets participating. One of these fleets belonged to the Cybrex, although the vast majority of orbital debris seems to come from other participants. Apparently they were doing well in their war, and I like it. It's very remarkable, but I think we're going to have to pause here. We're at 30 minutes, and I would like to cut these shorter, but for the first one, I don't mind going a little over. So yeah, we're going to continue this campaign, and we're going to see how these machine empires work out. I really like the flavor of it. I really like the way that it's all working out. Hopefully missiles and combat balancing is a lot better now, but we'll see. They've done a lot of work, so we'll see how it works out. But either way, I hope you guys are enjoying. I definitely am. I'm very excited to mess around in this new expansion and see exactly how things shake out. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.